Hey, y'all. Happy Monday and welcome to Lessons and Legacies. I am your host, Melissa Price, and today is such a special episode. I always say that, but there's always a special reason. First of all, today is episode 30, and 30, is three. This is the first time that there are three people on Lessons and Legacies.
Another first.
Yes. So, yeah, that's kind of a big deal. And today we're discussing laughter, and we have three topics. I swear I didn't plan this, you guys. It just lined up. We were supposed to do this last week, and
That's right.
So we're discussing today funny words, naughty words, and names that'll blow your mind. So buckle up, get ready to enjoy the ride. Before we go any further, I would love for my special guests to introduce themselves, and then we'll explain where this episode is being dedicated, and then we'll get into it.
I
Go
love
ahead,
that.
Dalila.
Okay, hello. I'm Dalila Brown. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a friend. But first and foremost, I'm a person.
Yeah. Yes.
So my kids are all in their 20s and are living as far away as possible from me. That's okay. That's good. We get to go visit. But other than that, I'm just rolling around, just keeping it moving. That's
I
it.
hear that. Thank you for being here. You're a very bold woman for coming on today, and I'm excited.
I'm excited.
No, right. I think it's right up our alley. Right up our alley.
Oh yes. This is going to be a good one. Precious, introduce yourself to the world.
Introduce myself to the world. My name is Precious Pauling. I'm a mom of 5. I'm a wife of 18 years. I'm a soul doctor, an author, a poet, etc., etc. But who I really am is on assignment. And so while I have roles and titles, my gift is to help you find your switch so that you can show up in your life. And so I come to clean out. Are you ready? The viruses in your hard drive. Because in order for us to show up in our fullness, we got to turn those pain into power so that we can process into promise. And so every time I show up, it is to perhaps give you a different perspective, another understanding, but most importantly, an insight to what makes you amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm glad you go last always, Precious. It's hard to follow you, man. It's so hard. I'm like, she's so poetic in everything she does. And she is the prophetic poet as well.
So. The prophetic poet, right.
Okay, so speaking of poetry and words, today's episode is a very special one also because it's one of the few that have a dedication. Today's episode of Laughter, brought to you by Melissa Price, Dalila Brown, and Precious Pauling, is dedicated to the one and only William Brown.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we love William Brown, the master of one-word conversations. And so I decided this last Monday when we were trying to do this because Bill was kind of having a tough day. And I knew that at 7 a.m, and I was like, oh, brother needs a laugh. I was like, I'm shouting it out to him. But then the more I started thinking about the premise of what we were about to be going into, the funny words, the naughty words, and the names that'll blow your mind, I'm like, everything we're about to say on this show,
it just makes me giggle.
It's giving all the words that Bill would never put on his show. So the man of many words, the man of one words, and all the conversations with them, this goes out to you. These are all the words that probably would never land on one-word conversations. And we hope that you laugh, and we hope you know how much we appreciate the fact that you've given us the time and the knowledge that we need to really examine each word. So we're going to bring some fun words and names and whatnot to the table, and hopefully some laughter as well.
On that note, I actually asked him one time, would you ever do a swear word as your one word? Absolutely not. I'm like, oh, okay.
Good. I messaged him that too. I said after I watched
that means we had to take that on.
I know.
Exactly.
He was dancing around it a little bit, like, yeah, maybe shit. Maybe shit. I don't know though.
No, this is me, the F word. Come on.
Right, I know. Come on, bring on the power.
Yes, happy MLK Day, Yvette.
That's
Threw it
right.
out there. Yes.
Joining in. She's all the way from Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
She just got a brand new laptop, so she's having her first little show view
Nice.
on the laptop.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Happy MLK Day to everyone. All right. Well, I hope you got your volume turned up loud on your new laptop. You're going to want to hear all this. So, all right. I figured we would save the naughty words for the last segment because that'll give everybody time to get in and not get flagged too early. Hey, Carolyn, you're joining in on just the right one. This is a good one for you. We're doing funny words, naughty words, and names that'll blow your mind.
Names that blow your mind.
The trinity of females having a good Monday afternoon together. So, all right. First of all, we'll start with the name section. Do any of you guys have any friends or have any friends that have named their children, or do you know any off the top of your head, the most bizarre names you've heard? Because I grew up in the days of Sally Jones. You know what I mean? Things are quite different these days. Do you guys?
Are y'all ready? I was waiting for this moment. Drum rolls, please. My husband's middle name, and now my junior's middle name is Hercules.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I think that's cool, though.
That's very cool.
I like that, though. I don't think
so. He said that when he graduated high school and he was going across the stage and 2 months
Hercules.
That's
awesome. That's cool, but there's a lot of history behind Hercules too.
Absolutely, but kids don't know that history when they hear that name.
Oh my gosh, we had a friend. This was probably right when we had. Hey, Kia's popping in. What's going on? If you guys know any funky, funny names that you've heard, pop them in the comments. All right. We had a friend and they were, God, I think maybe 20 when they had their kids and very much hippies, totally hippie, beyond hippie. And their name for their kid was, and I forget the last name, but the first name and the middle name, and we still can't wrap our brains around it, was Trexler Ambidextrous.
Trexler Ambidextrous.
Wow.
Trexler. And then, ambidextrous means you can
right.
Yeah.
But you don't know that when your kid's born, right?
Right.
So, and I don't know what his last name was. It could have been Smith for all I know. Trexler Ambidextrous Smith the third, The third. That was a weird one like that. That was somebody I personally knew. And I'm like, what were you thinking there,
And I always laugh, some names to me, this is horrible, but it sounds like, prescribed medicine, like Trexler. Or what's that one? Oh, shoot. We went to a college with a girl, and now it's literally a prescription drug, and I feel so bad for her. Shoot, what is it? It's not Ambien, which would be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, no, that's the. Never mind.
I can't remember.
No,
I don't know. I don't even know what that does.
What the heck is her name? Now it's gonna bug me.
Meet my daughter Xanax and my son Frozen.
And, and the thing is, for me, it's hard because I should talk because my name is not the most common name. So I kind of feel sometimes I should make fun of names because my name is not normal, well, quote unquote normal either. So I kind of try to hold back when I hear people's names. I'm just like, oh, that's nice. That's very interesting. Well, I told Precious because we were trying to figure out our issues last Monday.
Right.
Precious were talking. And the first thing I said to Bill when we started to get to know Precious, I always say this to everybody, is that her given name?
Right.
And Bill, yes, that is her given name.
When I introduced myself, they were like, "Oh, that's so cute. What's your real name?"
It's like, it's Prince.
It's not a stage name.
Yeah, right, exactly.
People always ask me, "Is that your real name?" Yes. And then when the movie Precious came out, it became
right.
They clowned me.
Right. And I'm sensitive too, only because my name is mispronounced, misspelled. So I'm going to be 50 something next month. And so I've been dealing with this name forever. And really, really quick, my husband, when we first met, he used to get upset when I wouldn't correct people. Because back then, I was 20 something years old. I'm just like, just let it go. It's fine. But now I'm just like, quick to correct someone. I'm like, that's not how you pronounce it, but it's
right. Well, and if you correct people right away, then you don't have to
they won't make time.
Yep. Right. And sometimes I'll help. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
And I think that's a good topic. How awkward is it for us to actually make people call us by our name? Isn't that something special?
Right.
When you think about it, like your name, you know how to pronounce, but it makes us feel uncomfortable to
correct somebody.
Have somebody say, "Well, you're saying it wrong," and I think that's true too, because it's like we'll sit down on the most important things and we make them small, but those are how we practice our voice. Like you're not even saying my name right, So I think,
well, we should. Yeah. We're supposed to be called by our name. My mom actually used to get super upset when she named my brother Andy, not Andrew. How many times, like teachers and other parents and stuff would call him Andrew. Sorry, my door got popped. She would get so mad and say, his name is Andy. It's not Andrew. I didn't name him Andrew. I named him Andy, and that's like, you would think such a slight variation may not bother you, but like Dalila, I know I was going to ask you, like, how many times do you get Dalila and does it make you want to,
Yes, Dalila or Dahlia, the flower.
Dahlia, yeah.
What's funny is both of those names have an H. Mine does not have an H at all.
Right.
And so sometimes if I'm being nice, I will give them an alternative. You can call me D, that's fine. Or growing up, my family called me Leela. So
I like that too.
If you have a hard time with those, with Dalila or remembering, you can call me D or Leela, whatever. But the other joke is I've been trying to pass off my name to everyone I know, and no one wants it. At this point, I'd be happy if you make your pet my name. I'd be okay with that. I was telling my kids, if you get a dog or a kitten, you can name it Leela. How cute would that be? They're just like, Mom.
Like it. I think Leela's cute for a kid, even.
I know, it's adorable.
Leela.
I know, it's so cute.
I really think so. I think you got a good fight with that one.
I know, that'd be really cute. Got a little Leela running around. Oh my God, I'd be tickled. It'd be fun. But my kids are like, no.
Carolyn says that there was a girl in her school and her name was Mercedes Tudor.
Mercedes Tudor with a D. That's funny. Mercedes Tudor.
Oh my gosh. Star Sparkle. I like that. There was actually
my little and Nakia. I don't know if she's being funny, but my little sister name is Star, and then my cousin's name is Sparkle. So that's two of the names right on our side. But it is 7 of us, and all our names are Emerald, Diamond, Shakira, Sapphire, Star. Then we have a junior that is Clifton and Saquon. So everybody was named, and I'm Precious. But I had a question. Does everybody know the story of where their name comes from? Did anybody ever ask their parent, well, why did you pick that name for me?
I need to ask because I'm adopted.
Okay.
I do know my birth mother, but I speak, zero Spanish. And people have actually asked me that. They're like, did you ever ask your birth mom, like, why she named you that? Because when you look it up, like in a baby book or now online, it's Swahili. And it means gentle. And I think that's hilarious because I'm not gentle at all. But anyway, so, I mean, it is interesting where she got that name from. That would be an interesting. And I had a twin who passed away when, like a Sid's, I'm going to say Sid's birth, a Sid's death. I think the wine is kicking in. Anyway, but her name was Dahlia.
It's too early for that. It's too early.
Well, hers was Dahlia?
And I was Dalila.
Wow.
I know. And then this is going to be a weird segue, but I always have this thing in my head that what if I'm the other twin? And Bill's just like, oh my God. My poor husband, I have all these crazy theories. I'm like, what if the other twin died? I'm really Dahlia. And that's why people keep pronouncing it. They're like, he's like, stop. You're not your twin. Knock it off.
You're not your twin.
You never know. I don't know.
But you carry her.
So I digress. So yes, that's probably a good question to ask my birth mom, where that name came from, But yeah.
Carolyn says she's named after Carol Burnett and Loretta Lynn.
Oh, I love that. I love those
Danny
people.
Murphy's checking in. What's
I
going
love
on,
that.
brother?
Melissa, do you know the story of your name? How did your mom? What made your mom name you Melissa? Was it a friend? Was it a?
No, I honestly I have no idea, but my name means honeybee, and she knew that. She knew that part of it. And my middle name is Michelle, which is named after her sister. And that's my youngest daughter's middle name as well. And that's my mom's only sister. She has one sister, one brother, and so she's the one that survived cancer and all that good stuff. And
Oh, wow.
it was her big sister, kept her out of a lot of stuff growing up. So I think it was like an honoring thing of thanks for protecting me through all that crap when we were growing up kind of thing. For my middle name. But Melissa, no, like I think she just liked the name Melissa and like the fact that it named Honeybee, although she's afraid of bees. Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
So
You're the sweetest bee she knows.
yes, I know I won't sting, that's for sure.
Oh,
so the naming game has taken quite a turn these days, right? And it has for a while. Like I don't even know how old Gwyneth Paltrow's kid is, but I think that was the
his first name is Clell.
That was Danny. Danny said his first name is Clell.
How many people did you find out their real first name and it threw you off? My husband got some friends that they call when I find out their real names. I'm like, that is his real name? Hilarious.
Yeah, like why do you go by that then?
That's why they got the nicknames, because the real name they can't handle. They
can't pronounce the other one.
Say their real name.
Speaking of, I have a pet peeve, and I always joke that my husband has no pet peeves, but I have.
Right.
No,
yeah,
he doesn't.
Right.
He does not. I have 9,500. So
really?
this one is 1,800. I don't like.
Bill was meticulous. I figure he is a meticulous type person. No,
for him, pet peeves. He doesn't understand. Like, why would you let that bother you? It's like that's how he is. Anyway, what I was going to say is one of my pet peeves with names is when people. I'll just do Bill. When people name their child William Joseph, but call him Joseph. I don't get that. Why do people have a first and middle name?
Why do you go by the middle name, right?
I don't get that. But in some cases, I understand maybe if it's a junior involved or a third, which, by the way, I also don't like those. I don't like it. No offense to anyone, but I don't like juniors. I'm sorry. Even though I did want my name to be named after a kid, but that's beside the point. It wouldn't be a junior.
It wouldn't be a junior.
It would not be a junior.
Yeah, it would not be a junior.
It would not be a junior. But
that's true.
when I was pregnant with our third, we didn't know if it was a boy or girl because don't ask. He wouldn't show his business. Anyway, so we were going for names, and I said to Bill, I'm going to offer this one time and one time only. If you don't say yes, it's not going to be offered ever again. So I did offer Bill if he wanted to have a junior, and he said no. So yes, I did offer it, and he said no. So good. So sorry, I digress with my pet peeves, and now I'm really in the sun. I'm going to try to move.
You're good. You can walk around. It's all good.
You had something that the light was shining on you.
Thea says Theodore gets me every time.
Every time.
Carolyn said she had a customer when she was working at Carolyn used to be the florist at the Teeter that I was telling you about earlier, Carolyn. Precious, I got to fill you in on my trip to the Teeter later after the show. But Carolyn used to work there, and she said she had a customer there whose name was Memory, which actually I think that's a pretty name.
Memory.
And Danny says most people can't pronounce his name. So I guess
a lot of people. Is it Clell? Are we pronouncing it? Not pronouncing it wrong. Am I one of those people?
Yeah, are we one of those people? Because we're reading it as Clell. Is that correct? Let us know, Danny. All right, so that's a good segue into this. Talking about names that you can't pronounce. These are some of the ones that I have found online. I just picked a few. I'm going to put them up on the screen here. This one, I had to research to figure out how to pronounce this one. Let's see if you guys can figure it.
Wait. I was telling Bill about this. It's the Roman numeral. It's 7 or something.
You're definitely on point. You just got to get that number right.
Oh, it's not. Shoot.
Oh, Cleveland.
11.
That's what I was doing, Precious. I was doing Cleveland. Cleveland.
No. What is it?
So it's a K in the beginning.
Right.
It ends with LN, and then your Roman numeral is in the middle. So it's VIII.
I have no idea. I know
So 5 is, what is that? The Roman numeral, that's 5, 6, 7. Kevin?
Oh God, is it Kevin? No, it has to be the number.
Who's going to get it? It's not Kevlin.
5, 6, 7.
Oh, Danny said we are correct in the way we're saying it, his name, Clell.
It's Kevlin. Kia says Kevlin.
Nope.
11. Is that 10?
That's what I said. I said 11 too.
You got to think.
The V is for the 5, right?
Mm-hmm. It's Caitlin.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Caitlin.
Yep. They wanted to replace. This is
I was trying to get to that. Let me get to the number. I was almost there.
This has got to be like millennial stuff. I don't even know, but that's Caitlin.
Caitlin. Oh,
yes. 8. I was saying 7.
Carolyn. Yes.
Okay.
Caitlin. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Got it. Yep. Caitlin.
And that was cute. That was cute.
You got it.
Give us another one.
Oh, Carolyn wins the name game. Okay, well, these other ones are not trouble pronouncing, but they're fun. I just picked some of the favorites. So that is a real person. I printed up some stuff. I did research here. That is an 8-year-old girl in where is she at?
Florida.
It said.
Kia said, "Wow, too creative."
It doesn't say where she's from, but yeah, right. I know. Very
to say her name. That's something else.
You got to feel bad for this kid's teacher. She's 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
The teacher, the student. So that teacher better know how to read.
And that'd be a hard name to write in cursive too, don't you think? Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
all right. I like this one. We're gonna go from Caitlin to
Marijuana Pepsi
Jackson. Somebody put some favorites up in there, and with Jackson on the end, I am done.
Okay.
You know Jackson.
Okay, you know marijuana in Spanish means Mary Jane. That's really Mary Jane.
It says
Mary Jane.
It is Mary Jane. Marijuana is Mary Jane in Spanish.
It says sometimes a name comes along that sounds like someone came up with it during a wild party.
Pepsi Jackson.
But despite what you may think, Marijuana Pepsi Jackson is an actual PhD holder and educational professional from the United States.
Wow.
She even did her dissertation on uncommon Black names in the classroom.
Wow.
She definitely walked into her assignment. Talk about showing up in your assignment. Nobody can have done such a breakdown like her. She should have got her PhD.
You can't even get away with introducing yourself like by the middle name. My name's Pepsi Jackson.
No, I would go with MPJ. MPJ in the house.
MPJ.
They call me MP. Yeah. Marijuana Pepsi Jackson. So yes, it's it's a female doctor.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's another one.
Sounds like a happy person to me.
I know, but I would be having t-shirts made all day long with just my name on it. People be sporting my stuff, and it's like, that's my name, but that's a brand in itself, right?
It really is. That's funny.
There's no way. Yes way.
I can't believe somebody actually sat down and thought that we're going to follow through with this one.
All right. How about this one? I have 3 more names for you here, and we'll switch over to the next category. The next name is
Tokyo Sexwell.
All right. Tokyo Sexwell. Yes, that is a real name. It says, although the name conjures up images of a Japanese red light district, Tokyo's sex whale, the person, is anything but unsavory. An important anti-apartheid figure in South Africa and close colleague of Nelson Mandela,
Oh, wow.
Asima Gabriel's sex whale got the name Tokyo because, as a young boy, he took up karate as a sport. Real person, Tokyo's sex whale.
It's a sex wheel for me, and that nobody had control over that for generations to generations now.
Yeah.
So, Tokyo I can deal with, but sex wheel, oh my
Tokyo's sex whale. But I mean, the name
of that brand.
The name before was like Massima Gabriel sex whale, which I feel like, oh, that must be English or something. But then you hear Tokyo sex whale, and it's a whole different vibe, right? You know. Kia's dying over there. All right.
Poor kids.
This one I liked a lot as well. These are all real names, real people. Two more. We have none other than Crystal Metheny. You might have seen her in a Batman movie or something.
Oh my God.
So Crystal Metheny, despite her most unfortunate name, Crystal Metheny of Polk County, Florida, was not arrested on drug charges. Instead, oh, Crystal Metheny, you. Instead, she was charged with shooting an offensive missile into a vehicle.
Shooting an offensive missile?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. But the ironic part is that she was not arrested for drug charges, although her name is Crystal Metheny, but she was, ironically,
missiles into cars.
Shooting a missile into a car somewhere in Polk County, Florida.
That's too funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was
Crystal Metheny.
Well, maybe it wasn't out yet.
It wasn't out yet.
Maybe they still. How old is Crystal Metheny? Is about 90. Do you think? That she started a trend? Maybe it was named after Crystal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe she was Metheny. So who knows? Did the name come before the act, or did we name it after her?
Well, no. I mean, it says despite her most unfortunate name. So apparently, I mean, she was named that. It wasn't like a name change after the thing. She was arrested with that as her name. And not on
how long has Crystal Metheny now?
Forever.
I don't know.
Forever, I guess. I don't know.
I just started hearing about it a couple of 2 decades, maybe.
I know some people.
He could be the founder, is what I'm saying. He could have. He could be the founder of meth.
Yes, that's true.
They're more meth. I don't know.
Kia says it's the sex whale for me.
Oh my God.
It was a sex whale for me too, Kia. It was a sex whale for me.
Danny's laughing. She says, I just can't.
I know she is.
All right. I got one more. This one is the kicker. This one's probably my favorite, even better than the last one. Okay. I'm going to wait to see who can say it first.
Oh God.
Do zoppity bop bop.
Wow. Wait, wasn't that a song?
I mean, these are people who are waiting their whole life to name something.
Bees out.
Baby got it. Baby definitely got it.
Wow.
Do zoppity bop.
Oh my God.
I'm mad at the people.
Bees out, doo doo, zoppity bop bop.
That sounds like a song.
Bees out, doo doo, zoppity bop bop. Bees out, doo doo, zoppity bop bop. Bees out, doo doo, zoppity bop bop. All right, so it says, speaking of criminals with funny names, this next
criminal. Criminal.
It says this next person seems to keep ending up on the wrong side of the law. In 2016, despite having been previously shot by a stun gun,
Oh, wow.
He was also arrested in 2012 and 2013 for drug and weapon charges. Hold on. Mr. Zoppity Bop Bop Boop Bop.
Oh, you're missing a bop.
You're missing a bop.
He had his name legally changed in 2011
Oh,
from
good.
the perfectly normal Jeffrey Wilsh. Before embarking on his crime spree, maybe he should have chosen a less memorable name. So this was a name change indeed. This used to be Jeffrey Wilsh, and he decided he wanted to be a criminal and go on the spree. And because every superhero and villain's got a great name, he went for I am the great one and only Beezal Doo.
Listen. Zoppity bop bop.
Oh,
Now
my God.
zippity doo bop. What was that?
Zippity doo dah, zippity day. My oh my, what a wonderful day.
What's that again?
In our way. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. There you go.
That must have been his favorite cartoon. Had to be.
Oh my gosh.
That's too
Then
funny.
he says, who in the hell? Kia says, is that a song from Barney with the Baby Shop? It does sound like a Barney song, doesn't it?
Kia, you may be right. Now listen. Kia, when I say she is about to be 22, but when I say she loved Barney growing up, anytime she got in trouble in school when she was little, when she came in, we'd be like, no Barney. She'd be like, no Barney. So she was like the wildest, craziest little kid that was in love with a big purple dinosaur. Barney saved our life. We could do anything with that tape. And when the day that tape broke, I don't know. So perhaps, that kid, I know that. I know I heard that. I can't remember whose line was that, but it was one of those cartoons.
All I remember from Barney is like, I love you, you love me, we're a great big family. Isn't that Barney?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was like, it's been a while, but my kids, I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, she said that's Baby Bop.
It's Baby Bop.
Baby Bop. Yep.
There you go.
That was
Baby Bop.
Beezal doo doo zappity bop bop. Look, the man
you gotta be one criminal then if you need yourself over the boppity bop.
What did the man say? I see it. I can't read it. What is he saying, Melissa?
Bill's here.
What's he
said,
saying?
hey, ladies.
Hey,
Boy,
ladies.
you missed out on some laughs.
Yes, this show has been dedicated to you.
That's right. This is the man, the William Brown, the master of one-word conversations. Welcome to your dedication show where all the words that will never be on your show are here.
Starting with, I'm just kidding. I won't do it. I won't do it to him.
Listen, here, Bill, we're gonna catch you up rapid speed just because you're joining in. We just went through the name category. I'm just gonna flash these names on the screen real quick, lightning speed for you, and let you know you might want to catch this replay later. You only missed like a half hour. All right, the first name we went through was this one. If you have a guess of what that is, go ahead and pop it in the comments. And just because the show's for you, I'm going to force you to catch the replay to find out what that name actually is.
In the comments. Do 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 do.
Come on, Bill. Do you got it? You know it?
For a second.
Oh, Kia's back at it. Sex whale. All right. So that's the first name. This was the second name. These are all real people, by the way, Bill. Some are doctors, some are children, some are criminals, some have changed their names. Here's the one Kia's getting ready to go move across town and shack up with real quick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no idea. I know, right?
Tokyo's sex whale.
I cannot pick out those in between.
Sex whale. Oh
And then
God.
we had Crystal Metheny, which was arrested, but not for drug charges. Real interesting story on her. And then we ended with a big, fat, wide open, bees out, doo doo, zappity bop bop. So now you're all caught up, Bill. That's what you missed. So I had picked out, we're going to go into the funny word.
Oh, that was, what was it?
What?
Caitlin.
What? It was Caitlin. Yes.
It was
The name.
Caitlin.
I almost forgot.
Caitlin.
It was Caitlin.
I have no idea. I have no idea. All right, so we're going to go into the funny word category next. I had picked a few out. I'm going to pop them on the screen, just like we did with the names. If you know what it means or you've heard it before, sure, pop it in the comments or tell us who said it. A lot of these might have come from your grandparents or great-grandparents or what have you, but some of these might be surprise words, just like a couple of those names we just went through. So, all right, let's start with, let me scroll down here. Have you ever heard, used, or seen this word?
No.
Puzzle.
Bumfuzzle.
Bumfuzzle. I'm bumfuzzled.
Puzzle. I don't want to cheat. Can you put it in a sentence?
Let's see. I walked into my husband and he happened to have my underwear on, so I was bumfuzzled.
Oh my God.
Take it back.
It means confused.
Nervous?
Ah, confused. Okay.
Packing my bags and running for the house.
Feeling incomplete.
Or asking, well, then let me wear your underwear, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Bumfuzzled means to be confused, to confuse or be confused.
Taking it back. Now, okay, got it.
Yeah, you were close. You were close on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that one. All right, this one I feel like is a Southern thing. I never heard of it until I started listening to country music when I moved to the South.
Cattywampus.
Cattywampus.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Cattywampus.
Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
A wampus sounds like a jerk to me.
Wait, did you say a jerk?
A jerk.
Oh, wow.
A wampus? Maybe a jerk? What's a wampus?
Okay, it says it's referring to something that's in disarray. And the example they said, for example, a post office might be cattywampus from the library.
Post
you
office.
might actually know this word by the terms catty corner, kitty corner, or cattywampus.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So things kind of in disarray or askew.
Grandparents, and why did you are so right. Grandparents always said, go get that, put that cat a corner. Put it cat
Right.
corner.
Catty corner. But the cat, I hear it in country songs.
Corner. You are so right.
I don't know why. I've only heard it in the country stuff. And I'm like, that's why I asked. I'm like, is it a Southern word? I'm not sure.
Well, I'm from New York, so it's just so.
Well, I'm from Detroit. I've only been in the South for 12 years now, so I'm like, if it's an older term, I probably don't know that one,
So, Melissa, I'm going to pick on you because you said you didn't start listening to country music until you moved to the South.
True.
Okay.
True.
So my three things I tell people, yes, I've been in the South 20 plus years. However, I don't drink sweet tea. I have never had biscuits and gravy, and hell no on the country music.
Well, listen.
I love country music. It's my favorite. They say the realest stuff. Oh,
I can't.
I'm picky with the country music. I like country pop and country rock, like very new, and it's got to have some other stuff in there.
My brother would immediately hate you.
Tell me a story and cry.
Down, my dog has cancer, and I left my wife on the side of the road. I'm so sad.
When you that song, you realize
I'm going. God pray for me.
Oh my God.
I can't listen to that. I need like some country rock. Like I'll do like Eric Church or something like that,
Oh my God.
But yeah, I
so
do.
funny.
I like some country, but not too much.
Oh, I forgot. I also don't like grits.
Old stuff.
That's the other thing.
I don't like grits. I don't like biscuits. I do not like sweet tea. There's a lot of stuff I don't like about Southern food, but I do tweak it. I do make it my own, just I don't know. It's stuck on.
I like grits, but I like my grits with sugar and butter. I eat it like a hot cereal.
That's how my mom does it.
pepper and the great. That's how Rondell, Chef Ron eats like that, and some of the kids. But I'm a cereal type of person with the grits. So.
I gotta tell you, Precious, your friend William, the first time he saw me eating grits because I wanted to try them, he's like, "You're doing it wrong. Why are you making it sweet?" I'm like, "Because it's like a hot cereal. It's corn." I'm like, "Oh Jesus." Yes, he told me I was doing it wrong. I'm like, "All right."
Well, my mom, who still is in the North and never left the North, is all about the grits, and she does sugar in hers too. So it's a preference of taste. Star, hey Star's joining us. She was putting in her 2 cents on what cattywampus was, and she says maybe a female jerk.
I told you, sound like a jerk to me.
Bill says wampus sounds like a jerk to me too.
That's in cat or corner in the room. They in the middle, in the cat or corner in the room. Jerk.
Wait, do you guys mean jerk like a jerky person?
Yes.
Or like a movement?
No, like a jerky person.
Oh, well, yeah, cattywampus could be like a cattywampus could. It sounds close to.
Oh, and the jerk that always be like, "What you say?"
Right. Don't make me cattywomp you. Cattywomp, you know, cattywomp.
Oh my God.
See, we could reclaim these and make different definitions for
That's
these
right.
words.
Oh my God.
Ron says, "What about chaps?"
Yeah.
He said, "Everything y'all don't like, I can change your mind."
Uh-oh.
All right. Could be a karate movie. Okay. All right. How about, have you guys ever heard of this word?
Collywobbles? No.
Collywobbles. No? I actually have heard that on, I feel like it came up on Mary Poppins or something.
Oh, gee.
Like another one that might have been in like a movie or something, but it's something, it's derived, it says, from the Latin phrase cholera morbus, which means you have a bellyache, basically. So when you say I have the collywobbles, it means you have a bellyache.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
I can see that.
I know. I'm like,
when you're weak,
right?
Nothing weaker than the stomach ache. So I can go with the. Oh, I'm gonna use that.
Me too.
It's that time of the month.
Educate your kids, right? Educate your kids. I'm gonna say that later too. Oh, I'm feeling the collywobbles. I got the collywobbles. I'd be like, what's
the collywobbles?
Not a line dance move.
Let's bring the word back. I like the collywobbles. It's cute.
That is cute.
All right. Here's another one.
I know what that is.
Do you? What is it?
It's an umbrella. The British people say it.
The bumbershoot.
Bumbershoot.
Bumbershoot's an umbrella. I giggled. I thought it was going to be a candy or a type of vegetable or something.
I've never ever heard of that.
Yep.
I was going to
shoot being an umbrella.
Bumbershoot. And wait, what does it say? Hold on. There's a nice little. Okay, it says. It's referring to an umbrella, and it's something we've heard in many Disney films or in many different books. It's fun to grab your umbrella and say in a fun way, I think I'll need my bumbershoot today.
You know how I know that word, speaking of Disney? From Tarzan, the cartoon, when Jane was getting all crazy, and she's like, you've got my bumbershoot. Something like that. Right. I don't know. That was a bad British accent.
That's a funny word. I can use that word.
I'm surprised. That should be fresh in my memory.
So I thought that was a Caribbean cuss word.
A Caribbean cuss word. I love it.
Oh, she's about to be bumbershoot. That's right. Yes, that's right. She's about to be getting the bumbershoot.
Oh my God.
She's about to be getting the bumbershoot.
Oh my God.
Better grease up.
I can't hear it. It can sound violent.
Oh my God.
All right. I think you guys, probably most of us know this one, but I love it.
Yes.
Oh,
Lollygag.
It is a parent's favorite word.
Yes. I use it all the time. Do you remember, like, who did you hear that from? Because it's been used for like even my grandmother uses it, so all my generations use it. Yeah. I'm curious. There it is. It says the word surfaced in 1868.
Wow.
That's when lollygag came about. That's kind of crazy. That was weird. That just popped in my head, but I didn't realize that the year was actually written right there. So yeah, that one's been around for a while. 1868.
Lollygang.
That's a keeper. Okay, how about this one?
What the heck? I have no idea.
Flibberty-gibbet. It's a flibberty-gibbet.
Wow. No. No clue.
So they say that's somebody who talks nonstop. So I myself would consider myself a flibberty-gibbet.
Yeah.
Because I talk and talk and talk and talk. So yeah, that nonstop talker has been known as a flibberty-gibbet for quite some time.
Flibberty-gibbet.
Flibberty-gibbet. It's a 15th century word, actually.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And it's a word that refers to a person who is flighty. Somebody who talks a lot and who is flighty. From the 15th century.
I got to tell you, on a side note, I love that word flighty. Like to describe somebody, she's very flighty. She's all over the place. I like that.
Well, because it reminds you of a fairy, and fairies are magical and fun.
True.
I'm with you on that. All right, so let's see. I'll do 2 more of these, and then we'll run into the naughty words.
Ooh, naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty. All right. Let's do, actually, all right, here you go.
Oh, God.
How about this one? This one I thought was kind of funny because we can use this. We should have had this word a little bit ago, I think. And we can.
Snollygoster.
Snollygoster. I never would have thought that it means what it is, but.
Put it in a sentence.
Oh, gosh. If I do, I'm going to have to.
Give it away?
Well, yeah, kind of. A snollygoster is a politician who does things to get ahead for his own gain. Like, does things for his own gain.
Oh, so you could just say anything like,
Yeah, I'm like, how fun.
Like,
why don't you
snollygoster? The world would say that. There's so many. Listen.
Why don't you see snollygoster on all the TV ads during all the elections and stuff like that? Snollygoster, I think, might lighten the mood a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, politicians that do things for their own gain have been known as snollygosters.
Could you imagine in a debate, you, sir, are a snollygoster? That's hilarious.
You are a snollygoster. I think it's funny when we don't know the word, isn't it funny how we automatically go into like an accent?
I know.
I always go into a British accent for some reason. My voice elevates. Like,
right.
Oh, snollygoster.
Yeah, you automatically become. Boom.
Right. Whatever I think that is. What if that's Australian? Who knows?
That's right.
Hi.
It looks like a
snollygoster.
Diddy.
All right. Last one here. Have you ever heard of brouhaha?
Yes. I like the word brouhaha.
The brouhaha, yes, we've used that really since that's a long time one too. The brouhaha, I guess maybe college, and I don't know. My family used that word too, but like the big celebration, the big old party.
Right.
Can I have a big brouhaha?
Big brouhaha.
A big brouhaha. So yes, I had many other funny words, but I think we could go on forever and ever if we keep going that route. So let's cut to the real nitty-gritty of today's episode, shall we? This is the part of the show that's going to make William Brown blush. Bill just can't seem to. So all those were great words, right? Some of them
we made it. We made it right to the nitty-gritty. The last 10 minutes.
That's right.
Naughty.
All right, let me take this one off here. All right, so naughty words. And by naughty words, we're really talking about curse words. I myself, this came about because there is a brand new Netflix series. It's 6 episodes long, and it's hosted by Nicolas Cage, and it's called The History of Swear Words. And I watched that all in one night. It was 2.5 hours a time. Watched it all in one night. and I just enjoyed myself immensely. It was educational, it was comical, and inappropriate. All those things. So I don't know. I reached out to my good friend William Brown and his wife Dalila and was like, one word conversations if you want to walk on the line and walk on the edge there, and he politely declined. So
get ready for Facebook jail.
All right, I've got 10 more minutes left, and you can't be in here for the end of it, okay?
That's bad words.
It's naughty words. Yeah.
She says bad words.
She overheard. It's not like I came in here saying, we're talking about bad words on Mommy's show today.
That's funny.
I didn't. See how I changed my voice?
No. Did y'all see what William said, though? He said, you better get ready for Facebook jail.
No.
I'm Facebook jail.
Explicit content. I'm putting explicit content. I did that with Brittany's episode the other day. As long as you label it, they can't take you down. That's all I'm saying. You label it, then they're in the wrong. I barely labeled. All right, stop. Go. Close the door. Go. Close the door. All right, so close the door. They don't. Thank you. All right. Now, those words.
I got 5 minutes and I'm gonna have to go. So let me get the best good ones in.
Do you have a favorite?
Do I have a
favorite? Yes.
word?
Yeah, your favorite one. The one I guess the one you use the most often. Maybe it's not your favorite, but which one do you use the most often?
Okay, I do drop the F-bomb a lot, but I'm trying to not to.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I just can't help it. It just comes out. So again, it's not my favorite. It's just what comes out.
Right.
And because I think I'm equally liberal with all of them, I can't say which one I use the most. I can cuss.
Yeah, I know. I do. My mom, many people always said I've got like the mouth of a trucker or the mouth of a sailor. No offense to truckers or sailors out there, but let's be real. Yeah, I
never cussed before I had kids though.
You can cuss. That's another phrase too. You can curse like a longshoreman or
longshoreman,
curse like a sailor or something like that.
I say Andrew Dice Clay. That was the phrase.
Oh,
there it is.
Andrew Dice Clay.
I had to reach. I'm like, it's there somewhere. But yeah, I am also equally liberal, and I'd say I'm much like Dalila. The F word is one I try not to use, but it just flows like breath. It just flows like breath. And I think the one, though, that I most frequently use, and it just fits everywhere, is shit. You can use it in so many ways. Pick up the dog shit. That's good shit. That's bad shit. Oh, why are you being such a shit? In so many good or bad or versatile ways. So can the F word. The F word, I think, when I watched that series, was they said the most able to be used in so many different ways. Like you can insert it literally in any part of any sentence and change and make or break what you're trying to say.
Right.
It's kind of funny. And I know that there are a lot of swear words they're trying to reclaim out there right now that maybe aren't as bad, like damn and ass. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Wait. This is a good segue. So when my kids were younger, I didn't use the F word at all. Because I just didn't. But when they would,
I didn't either until they started throwing me hormones and mood swings and giving me black. I was like, oh, maybe if I drop the F-bomb, they'll listen to me and it'll be like dragon breath is coming out of my mouth.
Right.
It doesn't work.
So my justification for saying with my kids when they were younger, damn, ass, and hell was damn, a beaver's make a dam, ass is another name for a donkey, and hell is a place.
It's a place. Yay!
I'm not swearing.
Right? You can get away with piss and bitch in that too. Because
that's right. Bitch is a female dog. That's right.
Yep. And piss is urinating. So there's
exactly.
And you can't. I mean, you're gonna be able to explain it all. Shitting is shitting.
Shitting is shitting. Oh my God.
It came from and they said it in that show, and it actually says here, like it's related. It came from poop. It meant to poop. It's an old English or Dutch German word, and it came from the word to defecate. And as the word, they said defecate was too classy, they changed it to shit.
Too classy.
That's what it said. It said that to defecate was too classy and non-vulgar to really reflect the meaning of shit. So
That's
they
funny.
changed it to shit. There is some education for you guys, but
That's
funny.
Sugar honey iced tea will always be the best phrase.
What's your least favorite of the words? And you can abbreviate if you don't want to say it out loud, because some of them make me bad,
that C word that
word.
some people like to throw around.
So which word? What'd you say, Precious?
The B word.
The B word? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the C word.
BITCH?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you can. It comes from a dog term too. So did the other, but you don't like that one, huh? Why?
It's not my favorite. You know what? If somebody used the C word, the more people get offended over the C word, I don't think I don't even feel nothing for that one.
Interesting.
I don't like the C. The C word's my least favorite too. I've had that one thrown at me a couple times, and it was like,
I'd be like, who's scared?
Oh, you're about to see something you've never seen before. You said what? How dare you? But I don't know.
That's calling you scared though, because the C word stands for the P word, right?
Right, but it's like,
who's scared? Me?
Saying there's something wrong with that, Well,
I do like dick though. I like calling girls. You're being a dick right now.
Yeah.
I love that for girls. I don't know why. I just love it. It's not just for men. You're being a dick right now.
Pussy. Dick, pussy, and the C word all have different layers. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Different layers. I'm saying, like, to call someone a dick. What is that? I mean, you got to think about the piece.
Y'all made me drink all my water.
But to call someone a poussoir or a poussoir.
No, Mondale says it best.
It's like, we bring life to this earth through this poussoir. Why are you calling it to me like it's a bad name? You should be like, pussy. Oh,
that's true.
So I talk about, well, when you put them together like that.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I get offended with the C word because people call it to you like it is a really bad. Totally, I'm like, it's part of my body. Why you gonna be calling me like that?
Right. Okay. This is hilarious, but I always say I don't know why. When someone's being scared about something, they say pussy, but a pussy takes a beating and keeps on going. I'm just saying.
That's right. Yay!
I'm just putting that out there.
But
I'm just saying.
And we still going.
Like, when you need a guy in the dick. Exactly. I'm just saying.
Well, listen. I don't think that either one of us can top that. You dropped the mic. Dalila wins. Legacies, laughter.
The legacy make your legacy laugh.
Amen.
Oh my God.
I don't care what mood she was in. She laughed.
Oh my God.
And I hope you guys all enjoyed this. This is Monday, y'all.
I know, right?
I hope this boosts you and
Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to all the dreamers out there that came to believe in something bigger than themselves. It is an honor to even be on this platform with you queens right now. And that's what it's all about. That collaboration is the key. It is a relay race and somebody is relying on you. And so when we come together and laugh together, share perspective, enjoy each other's light, that's what living is all about. So it's not white or black. It is light and darkness. And so if you can bring your light, then we can light up the world. And so that starts with simple laughter.
That's
Amen.
right.
After.
And to
What did William say?
the man we dedicated to the show to. William Brown says, Dalila, that is the understatement of the year, quote unquote. I say the F word a little, shaking my head. Star said,
Sounds like that's your favorite phrase.
that's right.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, listen, Dalila, you want to leave our audience and your husband any final last words before we wrap up our laughter?
Uh,
Oh, Bill says I am blushing. I am. Woo! We got you.
I don't know. I always say
I hope you were cracking up.
exactly. I always say with William, we celebrated 30 years last week.
Yeah.
And I always say, if I can still make him blush, make him laugh, make him go, I can't believe you just said that.
You're doing
Just
it.
keep on going. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Laughter is the best medicine.
And a little bit
right.
of wine.
Man.
Laughter and a little bit of wine.
That's right.
So that's right. Virtual toast to you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
I need a refill.
Thank you, Dalila. Thank you, Precious, you guys. This has been
So fun.
episode 30 of Lessons and Legacies, Lessons in Laughter. You know that laughing a little can extend your life by years. So I encourage you, watch this episode again. Share it.
That's right.
Sharing. Check out Lessons and Legacies on YouTube. We have many episodes of laughter on there. And this is the first one that there's been the Trinity of us.
The Trinity. I love it.
So we love you guys. Don't forget how important it is to laugh. It can save your life. Have a great day. We'll see you guys at 2:00 tomorrow.